I'm gonna check on my channel and see. Is it doing the thing again? It says it's scheduled. Over this? Does that sound okay? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. As long as it's not like crazy.
It froze on me for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just wanted to see. Let me see if I can get the chat to actually show messages in order, because that whole top messages thing is super annoying. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna play. And we'll give it a little bit to see if anyone stops by and has any specific questions. Otherwise, doing that. If anybody has any specific questions or anything, but otherwise I'll give it a little bit and then I'll start talking about my thoughts on everything. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic, trying to get comfortable. Let's go. The next job is the cement mixer. I should see the chat overlay on the side, but it's not showing up. So is that not a thing? That's interesting. I thought that I set it to display, but I guess I didn't. Testing. Okay, hi Kenny. So I can see it. Cool. Thank you.
Do some sound, like do something.
Alright, let me see. Because I can adjust all of these, like, separately.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool.
If there's music, I can't hear it, but I hear...
There's no music.
Okay.
Yep. I am going to lower the ambient sound, the master volume a tiny bit. There we go. My favorite because I'm a weirdo. Hi Legend, how you doing? Things are thinging. How about you? I'm gonna lower the audio a little bit more again. I'm thinking 45 is probably actually good. Alright, yeah, that's better. Gonna get started with these. Just waiting while Michaela and Kenny get ready to go to the grocery store. Like I'm here with a cat and Powerwash him. And it's very nice. But you guys drive safely.
Yep.
Part-time seasonal work at Michael's? How's that been going? Hi, Marche. How you doing? Oh, they want me to wash under here, too.
You should have a jack that you can lift the car up with.
There are some jobs where they have stuff like that, but not a ton. Hi, Save Point. He's getting all stretched out and cozy. Okay, there is still a little bit. There we go. It didn't ding yet, but we'll see. I haven't this new washer yet, so we'll work on that. Bye. All right, they've left. It's just us and the cat. Going to be folding laundry while you hang out. How you long to? It's basically it was Kenny and Michaela were getting ready to go to the grocery store, and they're going to get their updated flu shots and COVID vaccines. And I'm just chilling with the cats. And yeah, you forgot how difficult it is to be on your feet for 8 hours a day. It is nice to get out of the house. Like, that is actually nice. But yeah, otherwise things are generally okay. It's one of those things, you get older and you start to like kind of process mostly like things with family and unresolved issues from childhood and all of that I thought I'd dealt with. I thought I was done with them. Yeah, it puts bread on the table. You can't say no to that, especially in this this current economy. Oh yeah, we've been doing art markets, and like they're going decently. We always make back at least our table fee, and like that's usually you kind of operate at a loss for a while. But like obviously people don't have a ton of money right now, and that's completely understandable. So we just try to keep things like priced pretty low, keep our price points within like a reasonable margin so that like we are recouping at least enough to pay for the actual goods and also for people to be able to afford them. Because it's rough out there. It's real rough. And yeah, like it's been a lot of fun doing art and sort of again like kind of just processing a lot of adult thoughts. Now that I'm going to be turning 42 in January, God, and just thinking back to all kinds of things with my upbringing and whatnot, and being like, maybe that wasn't cool. Maybe like I as an adult wouldn't have treated like teenage me like that, but I also understand that people have their own things. So just going through it here and there, but overall good and enjoying the artistic process. I've tried to figure out a good way to like stream that, but it's not easy. Trying to sell plants at the markets. Oh yeah, like some of the tabling fees are outrageous. And I do understand that like permits and like rental fees and locations themselves, it's a lot. Yeah, like art's great with that. It's been like good. I'm doing mostly fan art, but like I've come to realize in my old age that a lot of the fandom type things that I'm into probably have more to do with my trauma than I'm like expecting. It's so goofy. Oh, you've been doing some crochet lately? I actually just like got a book on basic crochet because I had bought one years ago, and it's really well written, but it uses all of the like UK terms and stuff. And I also kind of realized that when I try to read like normal crochet patterns, my brain just kind of short circuits. I don't know if it's the dyslexia or what, but I see. Yeah, your fandom stuff like relates directly to it. It is funny. Like this season in particular, realizing that most of my favorite horror films and games are like very much related to all of that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, there's a theme here. Yeah, also reading since 13. Yeah, some things like, just grow up with you. I'm trying to be neat about this, but it's actually harder to like concentrate while chatting and do this. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. The object is to get this clean. You look up videos? Okay, I'm glad it's not just me because like I look at the patterns and Michaela is like a wonderful crocheter and we have a friend named Ruby who is also wonderful at crochet and they can just like sit down and read a pattern and they're like it's this and this and I see it and my brain just does not like it. I can know and understand what the abbreviations are for and yet that doesn't make a difference. It's just messy. Yeah, Powerwash is super satisfying. It helps with a lot of like my body focus behaviors where I want to like, you know, scratch or pick at skin or anything like that. Because, you know, brains are something. Oh yeah, if the pace is off on a video too, that can be frustrating. I've got some books and I've just been like kind of writing out the translated versions, like basically the long versions of the abbreviated terms. And if I write them out in order, that seems to help. Boy, I really got to get some money so I can afford the soap dispenser, because that would make this section here. But also, if I get above it, that should help. And yeah, like I want to make all kinds of cute little dolls and whatnot. I will say that I've been hanging out in the live stream of a voice actor for a character I really like, and I've found a pretty good community there, and it has helped a great deal with the trauma from after Simon died and all of that. So like that's also been really good. Just enjoying online communication again and just trying to be normal online, to feel normal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, there's so much good crochet stuff out there as long as you can avoid like the AI stuff. And I hope, Marche, that you're able to do a market at some point. Yeah. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was great. And honestly, I think he would have really enjoyed this game. But yeah, I hope you're able to do one of those markets. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Lock XP. Yeah, it's been a while, but you know, Simon was like a huge part of my life on YouTube and in real life and all of that. But now I'm doing a lot better, and that's been fun. And yeah, I wanted to stream to just like, you know, catch up with folks. Even if you're watching the VOD, if you're here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. But like I had to kind of get over the terror of being generally perceived, because like I also yeah, Laura and I are still in contact. We don't message very much, but like she's super busy. I'm super busy, and I'm also just really bad at like trying to message and stuff. But yeah, we check in and all that. But yeah, I know with everything going on with like the EA buyout and whatnot, a lot of people are rightfully very stressed and concerned about kind of the future of like life sims. And I also I had posted when Adventure Awaits was coming out how I wanted to get Adventure Awaits. And obviously you haven't seen any videos with that yet. So what am I on? Hello? Hello? I was on some sort of like invisible thing. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can ask questions about the Spiegels. I complete like all of those saves got lost when my hard drive got fried, so like I can't continue the series, but I do know like where I wanted to go with it. Yeah, Paralives, I'm excited for. I didn't realize that they have a Patreon. I'm currently supporting a couple artists, so I can't quite afford to support them right now. But I'm hoping in a month or so I should be able to like put a little bit into it, because I'm excited like to see what they're doing and like where they're going with it. It seems like they want it to be like a little bit different. I'm just gonna move these because let's just shift this. Hello, come on. I reduced the sensitivity, so I think that's why I'm feeling weird when I'm like moving around, but I was moving too quickly and getting irritated. But yeah, they do have like a standing like Patreon that helps with like current development and stuff. So if that is something that people can support and they want to, it's definitely a worthy thing to check out. So yeah, Helia didn't actually get caught in her relationship with Virgil. So my plan was that Helia's death. Yes, you did. Yep, Hannah was the younger sibling, and Helia was the older sibling, and then Hugh named his daughter Helia after his older sister. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, Legend. Oh man, it's so annoying when you get locked out of an account like that. So yeah, basically the plan was that Helia was going to die, because you know, like the whole, for those who aren't familiar, the whole series kind of revolved around the mystery of how this girl ended up dying. And like she was a teenager, she was dating an older married man, like, you know, very, very questionable stuff. Like he was too old for her and all of that. It wasn't portrayed in a good way, but like, you know, the drama. But essentially she was going to be taking Hannah to like a school function, and she was going to be pretty much defending Hannah from some of her like school bullies. And in the altercation, she was going to get pushed over and start having an asthma attack, and they didn't have her inhaler on accident, and she was going to die like of an asthma attack, and in a rather kind of mundane way, because like at the time I think I was like mentally in a place where like sort of the reality of how quickly things can go wrong was like making itself known to me. Summer and Farrick, oh, that was so funny. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad you both enjoy the story, like the stories and stuff. It was fun to do, and like I'd love to do more like visual novels and stuff, and like dating type things. There are so many good ones, and like it's just like, again, I have this thing now where I'm like, the mental energy it takes to be perceived and feel normal and not mask and all of that, it's just like really strong autistic burnout over the years, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes it just takes a while for everything to renormalize. No, you're not intrusive. Hopefully I remember all of what I had planned. Some of it I think is fuzzy, but I do remember specifically like how like what my plans were for Helia's death and all of that. Man, I miss Helia Spiegel, like the alien sim. Like, she is just still one of my all-time favorite sims. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep things straight, which like I have like good notes, and yeah, but all of my notes, all of that stuff got lost. And I had a hard drive malfunction years ago, which sucks because I had like all my Sims 3 saves and such. Let's see if I can get this tire clean. There we go. I like that it like tells you like it kind of calculates and then finishes cleaning something before you have to like really go pixel hunting. I understand that some people aren't happy with that aspect of Powerwash Sim 2, but like man, I used to get so annoyed. Name your Sims after all, that's such an honor. Oh yeah, realizing you're aromantic and like yeah, like that's also been a thing where like discovering I'm demisexual and trying to like understand what that means for me personally and what that means for any relationships I have going forward, and it's it's wild. It's also been crazy finding out like that a lot of the communities I'm in, like Love and Deep Space, the like Discord community I'm in for that is chock full of demisexual people. Like demisexuals and Love and Deep Space go hand in hand, and I think it's because you just get to know the love interests so well, and they're always so considerate and kind. Even when they're like chastising you, like if you've done something cruddy, even if they're upset with you, they are still considerate of like your wants and needs, and that's been like really amazing in a game like that, because that is not always the case. Like, so yeah, that's been fun. But yeah, the plan was I was gonna get Life and Death and also Adventure Awaits, and I was going to start recording some Sims 4 again. And then, like literally right before I had the games in my cart and I was preparing to buy them, and then I saw the post. Oh, we're gonna need to actually get up. I saw the post about the EA buyout, and when I looked further into it and realized like who was involved and all of that, I was like, okay, this I don't think in my personal conscience I can put money towards this company right now. And like I want to clarify at the critique of anybody who has yeah, I know. And that's the thing is like I agree with you, Legend. Like that is like probably the optimal choice for a lot of people. For me, like in terms of content creation and all of that, like I don't know. But like yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and it's like PS or like playing it on Steam and all that. Like I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't want to kind of follow what's happening, and I do understand that there are content creators who like are not financially in the position where they can like completely step away. Like it's really down to a person basis. Kind of my decision to no longer give money to EA as a whole is coming from a place of my own personal like politics and beliefs, but also an understanding of like how leveraged buyouts work. I know there have been like some videos. I haven't watched any I've really just been kind of bummed out by the whole thing. So I can't really speak to any of the information in those videos, but like, I do feel like it's important for people to understand that leveraged buyouts, and this is not based on any knowledge of anybody involved in this deal. This is not based on me having any inside knowledge or anything like that. This is just my understanding of leveraged buyouts as like someone who has like family who are in finance. Yeah. So it was bought out by a company that represents both Jared Kushner, and if you don't know who that is, he is Donald Trump's son-in-law, and also the Saudi royal family. And like, if you don't know anything about like what's been going on with like the killing of journalists and things like that in Saudi Arabia, that's definitely something worth looking into. I'm not going to discuss it in detail here, but if you heard anything about like the Khashoggi situation, that's what we're dealing with. So any money that I were to give to EA as a company right now would only be, even if the money wasn't going specifically to those entities, it would be making this deal look more viable. So I cannot in good conscience give money. So that's why I did not buy the expansion. And I won't be giving any money to EA again as long as this deal is like on the table. But also, that being said, I do want people to understand that leveraged buyouts, like I started saying, I'm going to stop for a second because my brain can't multitask. Leveraged buyouts are risky even in a good economy. And if you're at all aware of what's going on in the United States, objectively, it doesn't matter what your politics are, the economy is not good right now. It's very bad. Leveraged buyouts that is not to say that that is a situation here, but they can be essentially used to line the pockets of the people who are doing the purchasing. It has happened before because it is sort of a legal workaround where a company is being bought on its own equity. So it'd be like if you didn't own a house and you wanted to buy a house and you went to the bank and said, I'd like to buy that house and I'm going to need a mortgage for that. And they're like, sure, so here's how you pay it back. And they're like, no. The people living in the house before I move in, they are going to be the ones who take out the mortgage. And then they're just going to leave that pile of money in the house, and we will pay you back with that. It's a very crude, it's essentially taking out a loan based in the equity of the properties the EA owns, or that any company owns, for example. So there are a few ways this could go. It could be that this buyout doesn't happen at all. That would probably be, for consumers, probably be the best possible outcome. It's also possible that the buyout will go through and it will be business continuing as usual. There will be no changes to their terms of service, their end user license agreement. There won't be any changes to their politics or like approach to anything. They won't fire, all of the wonderful trans devs that work at various companies like Maxis, just as an example. It's also a possibility that Maxis, which has previously been dissolved and then reformed under EA's umbrella, will somehow be sold off and survive this. And like the fact that a survey was sent out to ask like what people want in the future of The Sims and all of that, like that's probably a good sign that, if anything, the continued existence of The Sims property is hopefully in the works by people who are going to be able to acquire the rights or maintain the rights, or like I said, it could be business as usual and nothing changes. However, in a downturned economy, it's like roughly, I want to say, I think 48% of all leveraged buyouts end in bankruptcy or at least significant liquidation. So what could happen is that, the new owners come in, they make a graph filled with line items of the most profitable divisions of EA, and you've got LucasArts, you've got BioWare, you've got your FIFA, I think Forza, they have some Gran Turismo, maybe they have some sort of racing property. Maxis is not their biggest moneymaker. I know that we spend a lot on Sim stuff, and it's very expensive and adds up over time, but it is not their biggest moneymaker. So it's possible that they'll come in and they will have their line items, and then they will just sell off or bankrupt various divisions until they make back whatever equity and then take the rest. If they were to come in and just decide to liquidate the entirety, pay back, go bankrupt, liquidate things, pay back a smaller portion, because that's when you go bankrupt as a company or a personal, as an individual citizen, you pay back a smaller amount on the debt. So basically be like, none of this is viable, we had to sell it all. The Origin shuts down, all the servers shut down, everything's gone, and the remaining however many millions, billions of dollars go somewhere. So that's all possible. All of it is something that could occur. I have no knowledge of what will. But, we all kind of have to do with that knowledge what we can. Because it's really just a question of what's going to happen at this point. So yeah, we can kind of hope that, I would love, if the Maxis employees were given the opportunity to secure funding and see if they can get another company to buy them out. Oh, no problem, Marche. And yeah, I agree, Legendary Mudkip. It's one of those things where they've been phoning it in a little bit on a lot of things for a while, but they do still have their profitable microtransactions in the FIFA and Madden properties. Basically their sports properties are where they make a lot of their money. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people discussing if the politics change and all of that, which would be terrible, taking out the inclusive features, not allowing any sort of inclusive modding. We all know that the Sims community has had a history of issues with various types of we've fought as a community against various types of discrimination and bigotry, and I think that we've managed to come out ahead in many of these instances, and it would be a shame to see any of that inclusiveness like just erased at a base level, like that it's not allowed. But I have not really seen it talked too much about the fact that EA just may not exist after all is said and done. And I do hope that people can be emotionally and mentally prepared for that possibility, because I know I've been playing The Sims for a long time. A lot of people have. Many of you who still watch me grew up with me, which still boggles my mind. Yeah, it is like physical media is so important at this point. I regret years ago I was like, oh, I can get rid of some of my DVDs and things like that because like they take up so much space and I don't need them. Because like streaming and all of that, and I was so naive. I had no idea like what the hellscape was going to become. But like, yeah, physical media. And if there are like, I'll see if I can share some. There are a lot of like digital archive, like librarians and archivists and people who are just really doing the difficult work of preserving cartridge media, magnetic media, and like all kinds of games and things like that. And like, yeah, when you think about like the fact that so many people love PT, for example, like a spooky season. So many people loved PT, but now like if you want to play it, you have to like have or like play the original. You have to have a special PS4 that hasn't been reconnected to the internet. Like people spend all this money just removed wholesale without warning, so like the creators didn't have a chance to like save like download their show and like preserve it from like the various servers and whatnot. It is kind of shocking how ephemeral a lot of our media culture has become, and it's 100% just completely beholden to the whims of a group of executives somewhere, many of whom may not even play or enjoy the type of game. Like, it sucks. It's a sucky situation. So yeah, that's kind of like, that's my thoughts on it. I will be playing Paralives. Those of you who've like followed me for a long time are probably aware that I'm pretty vehemently anti generative AI, not just as an artist, because like I remember when Art Breeder was first like coming out and all these artists were trying it. I tried it, Michaela tried it, like my business partner. Yeah, it's like, man, becoming a hoarder for like digital and like magnetic media and stuff, it makes more sense now. And I do happen to like know someone who does like repairs and stuff, so like I'm gonna try to like invest more in just physical properties and physical media. But what was I saying? My brain. Doop doop doop. I do not remember. That's all right. It'll come back. Doing a bang up job of washing this. I usually do these so neatly. Oh yeah, you're gonna be like the guy in Cowboy Bebop with all the Betamax tapes? Yeah. Do it. It's good to have that stuff. Like, yeah, I got rid of like a bunch of things and thought that I was like, it wasn't, streaming's gonna be great and all that. Like, they'll be there forever. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's lovely. I was sad the Netflix show like wasn't like didn't work out well. it's hard to translate anime to live action. Like, you never know how earnest to be with the portrayals and whatnot. And I do love John Cho. He's wonderful. I I recently watched Apothecary Diaries and fell in love with that. So my big like anime consumption these days has been Frieren, Spy Family, and Apothecary Diaries, which is funny because they're all fall anime. But yeah, I'm really into them. And yeah, like it would be nice to be able to do like some crochet streams if I can figure out a way to sit comfortably as well as have like a shot lined up that looks okay, but it's always like quite dark. Oh, you loved Apothecary Diaries, Marcia? Yeah, I was talking about it with some people recently, and I was like, yeah, it's like House MD if they had actually likable characters, and I stand by that. Like I enjoyed House MD, but damn, like everybody on that show, you're just like, you're a mess. And I understand that that was like part of it. They're like, look at how stressful this job is. And I'm like, no, look how stressful their boss is. Get this man some therapy. You can be good at your job and not be a complete fuckface. I'm tired of people being assholes and getting away with it. And I've been an asshole before, but damn. Carol and Tuesday? I haven't heard of that. Oh, I was like, why is this so narrow? I made it that way because it's the adjustable head. Meow. Although I do love the adjustable head. It's a music anime from 2019. It was on Netflix. I'll have to check that out. We have Netflix right now. We got rid of it for a long time. Like after they were doing like a lot of anti-trans type legislation, like donating money to things like that. But then I think they've been doing a lot better with like just, you know, not doing horrible shit. So yeah, we got like a month of it to try some stuff out. I want to watch Delicious in Dungeon, but we watched K-pop Demon Hunters and I fell in love as I knew I would. I actually made some Huntrix art that was a big crowd pleaser at an art market. We did like literally every kid that came by our table just ran up and was like, Huntrix! And then Michaela had designed like a boba like milk tea cup that has Derpy on it. And like it was like the 1-2 punch combo where like we were selling so many of those. Yeah, like it was a while ago that they were doing stuff like that, and I know that like it's gotten better since, and like, but like, you know, these corporations, there's only so often that you can tell yourself like, oh, there's only no ethical, or there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, because like, yeah, but also if my money's going directly to something awful, like if I know that my money is being paid into something and then that money is being used to harm people directly, I'm gonna you know, opt not to do that if it's at all within my power. There's one area where I'm very frustrated that it's not really within my power. Oh, all the kids were like K-pop Demon Hunters. That's so cute. I know that Rumi's the queen of Halloween now. She took over from Elsa. But yeah, like with my sunlight allergy, The only sunblock that is like readily available in the US that works well for me and lasts a long time that I am not allergic to is from La Roche-Posay. And La Roche-Posay, if you weren't aware, is an Israeli company. And I have been doing my best not to give any money that might go toward the continued genocide in Palestine. But unfortunately, it is like literally the one brand that makes it so that I can leave the house. So, boo hiss. That's kind of been my situation there. But wherever else I can, I've been trying to like, be conscious of all of that. But yeah, it's not always cut and dry. It's not always that easy. And yeah, like K-pop Demon Hunters is actually really fun. That's another thing. It's like the most popular animated film ever, I believe. It has a like truly vociferous message of community, empathy, healing harm, progressivism, tearing down like harmful structures. It's like, anti-fascist. It's like all of this stuff. And the number of people who've seen it and still do the things they do and vote the way they vote and love the movie, but missed the meaning is kind of shocking to me sometimes. But I also understand that like people have different readings of things, and I know that the world is scary. That like the closer we get to a true no return point in terms of climate crisis, the closer we get to nuclear like war type things. Like there are plenty of things in the world, poverty, hunger, even in the US, like no access to healthcare, things like that, things that can truly and unfortunately radicalize people against other humans, and it's a drag. But if you want something with amazing music and an uplifting message that I hope, at least the message of empathy and kindness and community, at least for the kids, has stuck. And that will live in their hearts. Because that's what we all need. We all need each other. We all need to just show our fellow humans some love and appreciation. That's the dream. Do I have enough money for the soap thing? Let's see. I think it's 450. Because there's like some spots here. Oh, it's laggy. Alright, come on. Me. I'm on the Prime Vista 3000. It's 750? Oh my god. Is that the washer I'm on? Or am I using an old washer? Yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's super good. Yay! Good job. Nice job. Congratulations. Oh, that's the turbo nozzle. I was like, do I not have the one I like? I do have the one I like. Yeah, just the act of like completing chores is... I'm down to like celebrate anybody who's able to. Okay, I think we're gonna see if we can get this. But yeah, there are like other games I could conceivably stream. We want to like start doing reels and vlogs of like our art vens and things, but usually we're like, when we get set up, we're so exhausted. But I guess the question would be, yeah, man, chores are so exhausting. The question would be like, if I did do like, draw with me or crochet with me. It might have to be through a situation where I have like an over-the-shoulder camera and like lighting that's decent but not maybe amazing. I also really like miniatures and book nooks and want to like make little kits and things, and that's something I could also do. Like, this channel would still have gaming content, but I gotta be honest, like I understand that YouTube wants you to like do, oh my god, phone, stop going to sleep. Making cookies as a reward. Yeah, get that reward. Like, I don't want to deal with like making another channel and all that. I tried that ages ago, and I understand why, but like, it's not a thing where I'm like, okay, I need to like make this work so that I can afford. You love watching crafty things? That'd be fun. Like, excuse me, I actually recently got, I had the hiccups, I'm sorry. I recently got a 3D printer, and I haven't even done my first test print. We're like in the process of getting the shed set up, because like it's a rabbit hole. You start like researching into 3D printing, and it's not like a filament printer. It's like uses the kind of dip tray. And yeah, you get into the nitty gritty of it and discover like, okay, this shit's actually really dangerous. So like, it needs to be done in a safe way, and the actual like stuff you need is quite expensive. But I was like thinking about it, and like it could be, because I also want to do like digital sculpting, so it could be a thing where like if I have a good enough setup where it's easy, I might be able to offer like small prints or something. It is a thing kind of at art markets where like a lot of artists really don't want 3D printers coming in. So like I have art that I have made. And there are plenty of people who do 3D printing who have made, like, sculpted their stuff, and they decorate the things they print out, or they alter them in some way. But there are also a bunch of people who just like buy a bunch of inexpensive dragon, like fully articulated dragon files, and then print them and sell them very cheaply. And it's kind of like it's difficult when like you have a crocheter who makes amigurumi, and they might be like maybe more detailed, have more expensive components, and they're trying to sell their stuff, and like someone looks at like a little 3D printed doll, and then looks at a like crochet doll, and doesn't understand why a 3D printed doll can be sold so inexpensively, as opposed to, you know, like most people selling crochet dolls and stuff, they're going to be operating at a loss anyway, just because like the amount of time and like your resources and stuff. And like, you know, that's not even getting into like the people who make like jewelry or pottery, or even do like traditional painting. Like, digital painting takes me a while, but like it does take me, I'd say, less time than when I'm dealing, like if I'm doing like a traditional watercolor. Then I have like, it's not just the time that you're spending like doing the painting, because there are a lot of logistics that go into physical media as opposed to traditional. It's one of the reasons why I do mostly digital these days. Not even mostly because of the fact that my cat is addicted to paintbrushes, and like if he sees one, he will try to steal it, even if I'm like mid painting, even if it has paint on it that's not safe for him, that doesn't taste good. Even if I'm like prepared with like some sort of like distraction, or, you know, we don't use a spray bottle, but like if I really had to for his safety, doesn't matter. If a Kolinsky Sable watercolor paintbrush is within eye line, he wants it, and he is going to find a way to obtain that damn paintbrush, much to my chagrin and his detriment. Oh, you'll be under a different name? No worries. Yeah, I'm planning to stream for a bit. Just yeah, and when Michaela and Kenny get back, if they're feeling up to it, Michaela might sit down with us too. But yeah. Oh yeah, like the wearables, and yeah, like it can be fun just to like make them as gifts or make them for yourself or all of that. But yeah, like the pricing, the marketing, the networking involved. Oh my god. So like I'm a I'm a pretty confident, personable person. Um, it's very rare that I'm super overwhelmed in social situations, although it does happen. However, um, damn, just some of the oh yeah, like I'll let her know. Like if the yeah, but yeah, she's like we've both been so busy and so tired. Yeah, you crochet for fun, like monetizing. Oh, my character looks like Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, actually, let me show you. Hang on a second. But yeah, monetizing like your basically hobby is so frustrating. Um, like prints aren't a big seller for me, but I continue to paint paintings like that I'm going to sell as prints because that's what I have fun with. But yeah, I've got the red and black going on. They keep unlocking like new options. I don't love the green in there, but yeah, I had this before. They don't have a ton of options right now. Let me see. But yeah, like I know that like the push to continue that grind and like monetize every hobby, um, it's making people bonkers. And like honestly, I can't blame them. Oh yeah, there's this one. Don't love that. I don't know. Yellow, green, and like red together. This is nice, like complementary colors. But yeah, definitely rocking the whole Shadow the Hedgehog kind of vibe. But yeah, like I really want to build like miniature kits and stuff. And once we have the workshop set up and there's like a chair I want to get, like the problem is like the upfront cost because it's a shed and it's not like temperature controlled. But I want to do like 3D prints and all that. And it's also hard not to feel like I'm getting like a really late start. Yeah, grind set sucks. Chill maxing is the best. But like, yeah, there's so much I want to do, and I keep feeling like it constantly feels like I'm catching up because I used to like to draw as a kid, but I didn't have, like, we didn't have YouTube. I didn't have the money, like, a lot of the classes that you could take were expensive. A lot of the books, like, I didn't know which books were best. Like, starting art and learning by yourself is so much easier and so much more viable now because I kind of like taught myself until I reached a point where I was like, okay, without help, I don't know what I'm doing. And I didn't think that I should take art classes in school because I was studying music and I was like, that's what I should study. I really just like, I should have given myself more grace to just do things that I thought were fun. But, live and learn. But I'm going to be 43 or no, 42. No, I'm 43. I'm going to be 43 in January. And I don't want to feel like I'm constantly playing catch up. I want to just have fun. And oh, they're back from the store. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Did you get anything good?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not for you.
Hey. They didn't get me any goodies.
You got vaccinated.
Yay, they got vaccinated. But yeah, like just feeling like I'm always trying to catch up is annoying. Legendary says, welcome back.
Hello.
No snacks. Actually, earlier... Oh, cool. Goldfish crisps. Later, but not right now. But cool. Yeah, earlier this year, I was diagnosed with autoimmune diabetes. So that's been fun. And, like, it came on... Oh, he did get me Triscuits. Thank you. It came on very slowly over the course of, like, 4 years. So my pancreas is still currently making insulin, but it seems to be kind of on... Oh, thanks, you got my wipes too. It seems to be kind of on the downswing. So, like, I might become insulin dependent at some point. But currently, like, it's actually... My doctor's actually kind of astonished at how quickly I responded to the medication. So, like, I got diagnosed, and then I want to say, like, the day I got diagnosed, he put me on... Oh, it's why you tried dating this year? Yeah, but I'm glad that you were able to come to the conclusion that you are okay with not being caught up. Because, like, you know what? It's having your people in your life, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. You can just, you know, live your life and make whatever kind of home or family structure is going to, like, feel the best to you. So I'm really actually pleased to hear that you've you know, figured that out about yourself. Oh, but yep, so, like, I got put on Ozempic, like, not a weight loss dose, a diabetes management dose. And I responded to the medication to where, like, I had an A1C when they tested it of, it was like 11 something, 11.1. And within a couple weeks of going on Ozempic, my A1C was down to a 7, which is, like, literally on the border of not diabetic. So, like, we are currently having great luck just managing it through the Ozempic and diet. And I was not big on eating, like, really fatty or sugary foods to begin with. And so, like, I didn't have to make any really jarring changes. And, like, I'm so lucky to have, like, you know, been in the position where I have insurance. I have a doctor who was able to identify all of this. Yeah, my crazy, like, porf metabolism. Like, I think that's the case. Like, some people with, like, liver issues don't do well on GLP-1s, but, like, that hasn't been my situation. And it has also helped stabilize my mast cell disorder. So that's why we've been able to do VENS, and I've been, like, able to, like, help more with the setup and stuff. I am still not able-bodied, but I am doing significantly better than I had been at any, like, prior point. And, like, I was having so many issues with, like, dysautonomia and stuff, and that's gotten not sorted, but, like, significantly improved. So I'm not, like, you know, dying of, like, weird cold sweats and stuff when I, like, try to walk around a grocery store. Yeah, it's wild, right? Like, the body is incredible. It sucks sometimes, but like I said, I'm incredibly fortunate to have responded as well as I did to the meds. Did you want to sit out here and join me, Michaela, or do you want to, like... Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Marche is coming back after they switch over to their laptop, and I don't know if you remember them from your art streams and stuff, but yeah, but they said they hadn't heard from you in ages, like, in terms of, you know, your streams and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my heating pads. I was laying down, y'all.
Yeah. I had been curious if, like, earlier I was like, oh, did April cancel her stream? But she was just, like, completely laying on the couch.
I'm wearing a headset. You're not missing anything, there's like no music, so you're not gonna like miss.
I'm going to refill my water.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have a headset that lets me just lay down. But yeah, like I know that like a lot of people struggle to like get access to their medications and stuff. So like I'm not going to take for granted for a second that I was able to like get on this med and be able to do well. The only sugar I really have is I have cinnamon twists from Taco Bell because if I don't have sugar, like at least a tiny bit of that sugar, and then like I know you're not supposed to, but I'm on Vyvanse now, which works really well for focus, but like it doesn't help with my wakefulness. So I have to have like a tiny bit of the cinnamon sugar and a tiny bit of caffeine each day, and that just gives me enough brain energy. I'll put my phone over here so you can see stuff too, but it should pop up on the thing.
The characters checking their nails.
Yep. Oh yeah, have your sister message me, or like you can ask me any questions she has or whatever. Like I'm happy to like share. It's definitely been kind of strange because like for a long time like doctors were like, oh well, you eat a lot of sugar, you might become diabetic, but it wasn't actually the sugar that did it to me. It's just that my immune system kept beating up my pancreas until it went fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy that her A1C was as high as it was because she already didn't eat that much sugar and carbs.
Yeah, like
she'd occasionally, like, when we're out and about and tired and she needed a drink, we'd maybe get like a slush from Sonic or a culotta from Dunkin'. I have a big sweet tooth. She doesn't have that much of a sweet tooth.
Yeah, and like, so yeah, when I was going for all my testing and stuff, some of the techs were like, oh yeah, you eat a lot of sugar. I'm like, I don't. I don't like sweet food. I'm a weirdo. I like bitter, salty, sour food. That is...
And her cat takes after her.
Yeah, when we got the cats, we got this spray. Can I get up on this? Oh, I can. Welcome back. That's
Hello.
Marche, just on a different... Yeah. And also, can y'all hear Michaela? Because I can also...
I'll just put my face over next.
Because I can definitely, like, take the headset off and put it between the two of us. But yeah, like, when we got them, we got this eucalyptus lemon, like, basically deterrent spray. Because, like, we've got a lot of electronics. We didn't want them to be like... Okay, good. Y'all can hear. We didn't want...
Yeah, places we didn't want them to go, things we didn't want them to chew on.
Yeah, so it was just like, they're like guaranteed, nobody's cat likes this shit. And so we spray it and Save Point's just like, this is the best thing I've ever smelled.
I'm going to lick it off of all these
This
things.
is delicious.
We're like, well, it's not only supposed to deter you, it's also like actively bad for cats.
Yeah, it's going to give you a tummy ache.
We better clean this off.
Stop it, you're crazy.
So, yeah, he's into the sour and like weird things, bitter, and Pepper's really into fruits, tastes, and sweet things.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people. Oh, and yeah, it was a pretty quick trip.
We just ran to CVS to get our COVID boosters and then a couple things from the grocery store that's right next to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people doing like, he's a weird little boy. Doing like fan submitted food challenges. Now with my allergies, that's kind of difficult, but if it's something I'm not allergic to, I'd be willing to try like your taste combos. I personally, like, my favorite hot take meal is legitimately a peanut butter and pickle sandwich, and you put that, like, you get it on potato bread. So this is the one instance where like a really sweet bread kind of works, like Hawaiian rolls or like a potato bread or a brioche. And it's dill pickle. Do not do bread and butter pickles, because those are, well, first of all, I think they're nasty to start. However, they don't work well for this. I can be objective enough to be like, give it the college try. But yeah, just normal peanut butter. You don't need to add anything special. You don't need to add like sugar to the bread or anything. Just that little bit of sweetness does help. And then yeah, you do the peanut butter, and like you can buy the pre-sliced sandwich dills. Those work really well. And you just put them on. You don't have to add any extra juice or anything. And it's astonishing how it changes the flavor, because essentially the the acid and the salt and all of that in the dill pickle will cut through that kind of unctuous, sticky fattiness of the peanut butter. I think it might work with something like almond butter, but I don't think it would work as well. Like, peanuts work well in like savory sauces. Yeah, of course. Go ahead, share yours. But like, it cuts through it, and then like the pickles no longer really taste like pickles. They just kind of have like the texture, but like they take on the flavor of the peanut butter, and then you're just kind of left with like a pad thai kind of like peanut sauce, just not spicy. And like you can eat the peanut butter without
Sandwich spread on it.
Yeah, I'll have to check. It keeps my phone keeps going to sleep.
Legendary Mudkip just said that their grandfather does that, but he put sandwich spread, which is a mixture of like mayo and relish.
Yeah, I've heard people do mustard. I'm gonna
like
say
I would be willing to try the peanut butter and pickle, but I don't think I would be willing to try the mustard.
Yeah, I'd be down to try the mustard.
Well, the mayo.
Yeah, not the mayo. I'd be down to try the mustard. Oh, you can move that. I just like.
Oh, that's okay.
Figuring like maybe you could tap it to keep it from falling asleep. Actually, if I put the video on, it might, because there's no sound, so it might not go to sleep. But yeah, like peanut butter and pickle is actually legitimately very, very good. Toaster strudels with crunchy peanut butter, no icing. Let's see. Save that in a gallon bag for your friend who will eat it straight. I mean, that sounds good. As a pickle hater, you have to pass. Fair enough.
I enjoy pickles, but yeah, some of the stuff there was a few years ago. Sonic they did it again this year, but a few years ago they did a pickle slushie.
I was so sad.
And I was like, that actually sounds good. Like if you freeze pickle juice and then like blend it up into a slushie, like that sounds good. So we went to try it, but their slushie base has sugar in it, so it was like
yeah,
dill pickle juice with sugar, and it was awful.
Yeah, if they'd done a sour base, it would have worked.
If they had done a sour or like salty, like but it had sugar in it, and that was not good.
Big hate. And I'm like a really adventurous eater. Less so now because of my stupid allergies, but like before. But yeah, like I would try the pickles with mustard, because I feel like it's a similar premise to not the pickles, the peanut butter with mustard. It's a similar premise to the pickles, but toasted strawberry jam and scrambled eggs. That sounds good though.
Oh yes, that sounds similar to something my dad used to make us. It's a fried egg sandwich with strawberry jam, and I tend not to like the different like the clump of yolk and stuff in just a regular fried egg. So I basically whip the egg up like if I were going to scramble it, but then I just fry it flat. And then you put salt and pepper, and then you put it between two pieces of toast with strawberry jam. It's good stuff. Nice.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So I did find out something interesting though, because like I've always loved really sour foods. But like it kind of kicked off in my teenage years, and that's when I started to develop endometriosis. Now, we learned when Michaela was dating someone who was trans femme and going through like hormone treatments that like salty pickle type like sour briny foods.
It's kind of a meme that a lot of trans women like pickles, because I guess the higher estrogen level makes you crave that like salt.
Yeah. Well, so like at its base, endometriosis usually comes with like if you have too much estrogen. My estrogen levels are off the charts. They are way too high. And it's not like a thing where I know there's all that like weird like pink blue trad wife nonsense where it's like, oh my god, I've got so much estrogen, I'm just so sexy and feminine. No, it makes my body do insane things. It also gives you excess facial hair because it circles back around. So like I still have to like, you know, trim and pluck and do all the things if I don't want to, you know, look like a woodsman. So so fun. But yeah, so like when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay. So like my stage 4 endometriosis ass is just out here being like, more salt, more vinegar, make it sour. Oh, okay, that was yours. I did turn vibration on my phone.
Yeah, every now and then TikTok is just like, this person you follow posted a video, and I'm like, I don't need a notification about that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, you have endo as well. It sucks. And like, so all the surgeries I had over the years, the surgeon I was seeing was very good, but he, like, it was during a time when it was more common to use ablation. And like now we know that ablation isn't really the best way to deal with it. So he was very good at removing the actual implants, but ablation makes it more likely for it to recur and causes additional scarring and can sometimes like lead to it spreading. So it's like it wasn't like by negligence, that was just what was done at the time. Same progesterone levels as a pair. Oh god, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Dang.
Bodies are just fucking nuts.
I'm on a progesterone like supplement so that I don't have to have periods, and because I had like chronic pelvic pain that felt like, and it felt like I was having like period cramps all the time, and
Yeah.
did a surgery looking for endometriosis and didn't find anything, but they found that I had all the like blood vessels in my pelvis were inflamed, and that causes pain. So thankfully, the hormonal stuff I'm on has sorted that all out.
Yeah, pelvic congestion syndrome. But we also did some like pelvic PT that highly recommend. I wasn't able to finish because I have like the fun combination of a lot of like sexual trauma. Good thing I'm not worried about this video being monetized. I already mentioned Khashoggi and like Palestine, so like, but yeah, like so it was like in the middle of the summer, and with the dysautonomia making me overheat really easily, and then the trauma that I have from childhood and all of that, it was like really difficult to continue. But the amount of therapy that I had even before I stopped was already helping. And I just there's a wand that was developed by someone who is a pelvic PT specialist. And it's basically like a vibrating kind of, well, dildo, but it's like curved in a way that you can use it like a hook massager to help alleviate the pain of like tender points in your like groin or anus. Like obviously you clean it, but like other than that, like it seems pretty low maintenance. It charged really fast. And yeah, I just got it. It was like, it wasn't crazy expensive. It was like $50, which when you consider like how much like a good quality like vibrator can cost, that's fine. But yeah, I'm hoping that's going to help too, because boy, bodies, wild.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But yeah, I mean, if anybody has wandered in and is new here, if you're wondering if this is a safe space for, you know, basically any sort of marginalized person, or if you're trans or anything like that, it is, and you are welcome. And, you know, hopefully we'll be making content and stuff. I was saying how I want to like build book nooks and make like miniatures and do art, and how we've been wanting to do some like reels and stuff, but yeah, $50. It's like, it's a good quality one. It's watertight, so you can use like a lot of water-based lube without worrying about messing it up. And they have one that you can like heat or cool, but it doesn't vibrate. And then they have one that's like really bendable. But I just went with the one that vibrates because I was like, I know myself and my pain responds better to that. Come on. Is it the whole cement drum? I guess it is. Let's see. Where's the mess? There's the mess. So this job is taking me way longer than it should have, but I'm getting the hang of chatting while I do this. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I definitely don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, but like also, if anybody who's new should understand that this is kind of my, this is just my vibe. Yay, job complete. I probably shouldn't stand on the cement drum while I, oh well. Whee!
Oh, they make a little time lapse.
Yeah. I actually, this morning, in preparation for streaming, even though like I was working on a new sticker design, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go play and finish the job I'm working on because I genuinely am not enjoying, like, it was fine. It was it was like an airship. It makes you miss like power washing in real life or power washing in game. Yeah. All the important things.
Yep.
And yeah, also I know that like people who've been here a long time know that like my family are, well, they are not religious, but like culturally and all of that, like I was raised Jewish and raised in a Jewish, like a strongly Jewish community with a lot of friends. And I can assure you that I do not support the genocide in Palestine. So if you've been wondering, like worrying, because I hadn't really said much, I do not support that. And that type of shit isn't cool.
Trucker sitting in the driver's seat.
I know. It's just like, what are you doing? What is this? And yeah, Paralives is going to come out, and I think like Michaela and I should definitely like, when it comes out, try it, make our paras.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Scissor lift for the lesbians. Oh, this is going to be great because it's all flat surfaces. Can you go inside? There are some jobs now, or Paralives. Sorry, Paralives is like the new, a new simming, like a new life sim that's coming out. And it seems like it's going to be really fun. It's going to be different than The Sims.
I think the powder's still on.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to be different, but like, you know, variety is the spice of life. We enjoy, you're fine, I'm just shifting. We enjoy seeing new things. Cleaned a few ponds, landscaping company, really fun to work. Once you get, yeah, that's cool. So when I was a kid, I, you know, well, I had unmedicated ADHD, and I would get bored. In the summer, we had a really old house. The house at this point, historical barns in the South are your special interest. Yeah, I love barns. They're so fun. I miss living near one. But we had basically, I had like, it wasn't a power washer, but it was like one of those like turbo nozzles, and we had siding and all the trees around. It was like clapboard siding. We had decent insulation inside, otherwise I wouldn't have done this, but like there were gaps underneath the siding that like spiders and birds and stuff, like not even birds. If they were birds' nests, I wouldn't have done it. It wasn't, but like basically there was just like a lot of crud that would collect underneath the clapboard siding. And so I would go out in the summer and I'd stand in the shade, and in basically the cool mist from the hose handle or the sprayer would like blow back at me, but I would stand out there and I would clean the siding. And my grandmother never complained about the waste of water because we had white siding, and it did really look gross when there were like a lot of like branches and like, you know those seed pods from like flowering trees, like from your like apple blossom trees and stuff. They're like long and they have the little clusters of seed pods You'd know it if you saw it. But they would blow in the wind, and then they would get stuck, like, everywhere and look disgusting to her eye. And even though I probably would have just left them if it weren't such an enjoyable thing to do. On hot days, I would just, I'd go out there. It was a really tall house, like 200-year-old massive house. So I'd stand in the shade and I would just clean it, and like there'd be like spiders and shit like flying out from underneath and like I did not even blink. Like I was just standing there like, yes, rain all of this crap on me, and then I'm gonna go and hose off and then go to the pool, and I don't have to talk to anyone today. My mom's at work, my friends are busy, but I'm cool, and I have a hose, and I'm cleaning, and it was so nice. Wahoo! I love when it's a flat surface. They did add like a new thing. It's like a buffer kind of washer, but I don't really like how it feels to control it. Ooh, what kind of cookies did you get? Here, I can actually show you what I'm talking about. It looks... Oh, I have just shy of enough money to afford the stupid soap thing from my current washer. It's this. And like, it has to be flat on a surface to clean something, but it is really great for like flat surfaces. But I personally just don't enjoy how it controls. So, sucks to be me, I guess. But also, like in the first game, I didn't use the soap at all, and everybody's like, yeah, you gotta use the soap, and I'm just like, no, I'll just stand there spraying water until I'm certain that it's clean. We were talking about K-pop Demon Hunters earlier and how it's such a good movie.
April did a really cute drawing of the three girls. She made into a sticker, and she's gonna make into like individual stickers and stuff. Yeah,
we're gonna do like a sticker sheet. And yeah, I was saying how you did the really cute milk tea boba.
The two bands for the boba.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, that does sound good.
I love cookies. But yeah, I was saying how, like, you know, if we start doing some crafting content, like if I can get an over-the-shoulder setup with decent enough lighting, I was like, I was like, it might not be good lighting, but decent enough to see. Maybe we could do like some crochet with me things, or the real downside is just like managing a schedule. And like today I had got kind of like depressing news before the stream, but I was like, I already confirmed the stream and I already moved it once, so I'm not canceling. Oh yeah, go ahead. Like I said, I can't guarantee I will remember everything, but I will do my best. I'm sure that like all of the disability evaluators I've spoken to over the last like 10 years have been like, how can you remember all of your stupid sim stuff but you can't remember like the things I just told you 3 minutes ago? And I'm like, I don't know, dog.
Well, it's like how I can remember songs that I sang in choir in like, you know, second grade. But then I'm like, I'll read books and then like a month later I'll be like, I don't remember. I don't remember what happened.
Everything bleeds together sometimes with books, and you're just like, wait, which one was that? Like, not you, I mean collectively, because that happens to me. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was, I think it was, oh my god, that one I actually can't remember. I would have to rewatch. Oh wow. Why can't I remember? I'm so sorry.
You had a lot of characters.
Mostly, like, with that series, it was hard just because there were so many. Yeah, like, I'm sad I didn't get to finish that, but that was one of the other saves. Like, yeah, I like specifically, I bought like a Seagate external hard drive, and I was like, this way they'll be safe. And then that hard drive got fried during a power surge. And it wasn't like plugged in for long. Oh, okay, Willow's sister. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I'd have to rewatch. Oh, oh yeah, Toby and Jax. Yeah, yeah. So like, Jax was the one who was Jax the one who ended up actually dying, or was it Toby? Man, my early series of Sims, I wasn't afraid to do like sad drama stuff. Later on, I was like, I'm tired and the world sucks. So I'm just gonna do happy things. Miss Pepper Ann.
She's trying to chew on tape, I think.
Yeah. She's trying to break into the butts. Yeah, like one of them definitely lived. So yeah, I thought it was Jax that ended up dying at the facility. That was fun, because like, oops, I just hit my mic. I'm so sorry. I was trying to fix my glasses. One of the things that oh, maybe? Yeah. The tangled webs I wove. Yeah, the fun thing about Life Sims is like the emergent narrative that you can create as things are happening. Like if you're a fast enough thinker, like you can kind of just start with a premise and then expand on all of that.
Like, what are you chewing on?
Oh yeah, he got into doing like potions and stuff. Oh, hang on, the chat closed. That's all right.
I'm trying to keep Pepper from like.
Yeah.
Stop it. Hey.
Miss Pepper.
Why don't you get in your bed?
Pepper's having a moment. She's having a little tantrum. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you became a potion master. Yep, trying to change those traits. And, like, obviously I was, like, sorting through a lot of stuff with my own disability through that. Like, trying to deal with, you know, the notion of ableism and eugenics and the ways that they touch our lives in unexpected and terrible, terrible ways. Yeah, like The Sims 4, I mean, I said before The Sims 4 released, based on like the information I'd seen and all of that, I said I didn't think it was going to be great for like long-term series, at least not how I'd like to do them. And I was unfortunately correct. Because I think even without everything having happened with Simon and like that burning me out, I don't think I would have had like a lot of Sims 4 series that really kept my attention. That in the game is so buggy. It doesn't take long before, even without any custom content or anything, you are dealing with an uncooperative nightmare of code. Which I know they're aiming to fix, so I'm hopeful. Yeah, Family Legacy and like Sims 3, there's just so much in The Sims 3. I know The Sims 2 is wonderful, and I know they were trying to like recapture that lightning in the bottle of Sims 2 with The Sims 4. However, like part of why The Sims 2 was so good is that like it was a situation where it was functioning believably within the limitations of the hardware and the technology at the time. Having had The Sims 3 and then going from open world to a closed world and like instances, like it just didn't feel good or right. And it wasn't a necessity as a mother of invention kind of thing. It just felt weird. So yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like there are a lot of like things you can do in The Sims 3 with like the NROS mod, like just Pepper Ann. Can you hear her? Some of it, like again, like some of it's planned, but like the little nuanced things that would happen because of like the quirks of the program and like the way The Sims 3 works. Oh my God, Pepper.
Pepper. I put her in her bed so she might calm down and take a nap, but she's like, "Oh, there's plastic within chomping reach."
I'm now within
Hey,
reach of all the good stuff.
hey, calm down.
Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million.
You don't need to be scared. You can just lay down. Hi.
Oh, you remember a lot of Runaway Teen Lock XP? That's awesome. Oh, you were going through a big life thing during that. Well, I'm glad that it was there to help y'all, and that my my own artistic crash out of a sort was a comfort, because I was definitely going through it. I think we all helped each other a lot. Yeah. I mean, you never know what you're going to be comforted by. I was like, this year I was like, why is Visage my favorite horror game? And now, like, Cabin Factory is another one, and Mortuary Assistant. Like, what is it about, like, games with, absent or sacrificial parental figures who are, like, in violent family dynamics and all this stuff. Like, what is it about that specifically that I like? Why do I like that so much? Oh, that's awesome. I'm honored to be, like, an inspiration in that capacity. Oops, I hit the mic again. I'm so sorry. I keep trying to, like, adjust stuff. Yeah, Runaway Teen was cathartic for you. I'm glad. Like, I hope we're all in a better place than we were. Although, boy, do I sometimes want to be out of this country.
Yeah, a better place mentally, but maybe not physically.
Yeah. Like, there's that part of me that's like, I should stay here, I should fight, for the rights of people in Minecraft. And and then there's another part of me that's like, Ottawa's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's like if the opportunity came up to move to Canada in Minecraft.
Yeah. Or, like, see, okay, I would love to move to Japan in Minecraft. But unfortunately, I have had discussions with people with mast cell disorders who are, like, grew up in Japan or who have moved there. Finding safe foods to eat.
A lot of stuff is fermented.
Yeah, a lot of the food in Japan is fermented, and also, like, a lot of it is, like, seafood, and, like, they do their best with allergens and cross-contamination. That's not to say that they're irresponsible with people's, like, allergies. It's that, like, with mast cell disorders, it's really, it's a whole different ballgame. Like, there are days where the only safe option for me is literally just chicken. And, like, I have no other options, and I might react to something one day and I don't react to it another. It's all just fucked. Oh, what Ruby's end of the story was? Pretty much just that, like, she got back into therapy and was doing well, and, like, with her family and all of that. The main, like, tragedy there was that, like, after Ruby, like, regained her memories from before the fugue, she lost all of the memories from during the fugue, which meant she didn't remember the birth of her own daughter, and so that's part of, like, what she was, like, getting back into therapy for and all that. I remember someone got so angry with me about Noel's name, because it's, like, the UK pronunciation of Noel, and, like, some people named Noel go by Noel in the UK, but some of them go by Noel, same as Joel. And I used Noel because he was inspired by Noel Coward, the playwright. And, like, someone would just comment on almost every video, just like, it's Noel, it's Noel. What's wrong with you? You remember that? Like, they were so mad. And it was just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't think I had the ability to just kind of laugh and say, okay, what would you like to happen? Like, because that's what I would do now, and just be like, is this you asking me obliquely to change the name, or are you just complaining for the sake of it? So that's your little glimpse of, like, fully adult April. Because I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be like, okay, what are you expecting to happen here? But, I was younger, and I was, like, still trying to make doing Sims content work financially for, like, an extended period. And, because, like, basically when I started doing the videos, a ticking clock started where it was like, okay, you can do this, but you've got 3 years. So you better make it financially viable in that 3 years, or else you have to stop fully. And I was like, oh, okay, fuck. Boo. So that's why, like, in the later parts of, like, 100 Baby, I was so stressed out. Why isn't this closer? I'll put it down and think it's closer, but because of the fisheye perspective, sometimes it's really far away. But yeah, I was just really stressed out because, like, the videos were doing decently, but I wasn't making enough to be able to, like, go off my disability, and I was coming up towards the end of that period, and I was like, I'm gonna have to stop, and I don't know, because, like, they weren't gonna let me keep doing it. So, like, because I stopped for a while, and because, like, there might be ads on this, I don't actually know. I'm allowed to still have some videos monetized, but that's because I'm not getting, like, crazy views. Which is also part of why I have a song parody that I have wanted to record, and that I'm hoping to record this weekend while Michaela's, like, visiting with a friend. Not that Michaela has a problem with me singing or recording in the house. The fewer people who are here for me to bother, the more, like, comfortable I will be, because I'm always worried about, like, making too much noise and bothering people, even though neither Kenny nor Michaela has said a word.
Yeah. It just, yeah, I get it, though. It feels awkward to sing and, like, when people are around.
Yeah, especially because, like, it's gonna take, like, multiple takes and stuff. But, like, I want to do it. I want to post it. I am going to post it. Like, I made a TikTok specifically for the purpose of posting it, because I want to know where and how the song is being used. I don't really particularly care about it being broadly perceived, but the people who've, like, watched the channel and stuck with it for a long time, I'd love for them to be able to see it. It just seems like a fun thing to do. I miss singing, and I had an idea for a funny song parody, and I want to do it. That being said, my fear that it's going to go viral has me being like, okay, am I able to not monetize this? Because sometimes YouTube is like, no, this is monetized. Do it. Yeah, I know, I'll have to. 2014 internet was wild in a totally different way. Yeah, like, Laura and I, we were having fun with 100 Baby, but, like, to keep up on top of that schedule, like, to stay relevant at that period, it was so much. And, like, with my ADHD, I was always contending with, like, oh no, I'm getting bored of this series, so what do I do to make it fun? Even if I still liked the story. Yeah, the internet peaked around 2015, 2016, like, right before we had all of our current political drama and everything just got really mean. Also,
yeah, like old, that, like, 2016 era BuzzFeed and stuff was a lot of fun.
yeah.
There was a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff out there.
But yeah, I am gonna do the parody, and because it's just too good not to do, and it should be fun.
Be funny.
And yeah, before Vine died, I wasn't even on Vine, but, like, I appreciate the art that was being created on Vine. Oh, and it gave you secondhand stress lock. I'm sorry. Like, I can understand that. Like, I remember the time when I had another set of quadruplets, and, like, some people in Laura's comments had been upset because they thought I was cheating, but it was just, like, a bug that I was getting from the one mod. And, like, I, like, started crying because I was like, I can't, I can't do this. I don't like disappointing people. And, like, then I was like, I'm leaving this in because I don't know. I'm too tired to, like, edit all of this out.
Yeah, I never had a Vine account either. I think, like, April didn't either, but I showed her, when I moved out here, I showed her some Vine compilations. And then she watches some streamers and stuff who reference a lot of Vine.
Yeah, so now I'm more familiar.
Yeah.
I missed a lot of memes because I was literally just, like, too busy during a lot of, like, early meme culture. Know Your Meme has been a lifesaver. Yes, the series did end when I got the never-ending baby glitch because it was just like, there's nothing I can do about this.
What was the never-ending baby glitch?
My like matriarch sim, she started giving birth and she just kept going.
It was like popping out
Like,
babies.
yeah, she just, like, and it wasn't like there was no time in between. It was like when you have multiples and like, so like it.
Hey, but you hit your 100 babies.
Yeah, I counted like 115 or something before I stopped. I was like, nope.
Like, well, at least you got the number, but yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, like, and that's one that it's really difficult to come back from. I did have some, like, older saves, but, like, playing it so it would have been the same again. And I was already, like, so tired and so burnt out. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I did have, like, so much fun with all those series. I loved, like, the stories and stuff, but I also, like, after learning I was autistic and finding out about, like, autistic burnout, I was like, oh, this makes everything from my adult years make more sense in terms of why I'm so exhausted and so sad all the time. And now we're much happier. Yay. Yeah, it was a little bit of a sign. Sims 3 could get just the most insane glitches, you're right. Oh, thank you, the last house. Yeah, that Tudor house. I loved that house. That was fun. I was like, fuck it. I've got, how many people was I housing? I was housing 32 Sims at that point.
Crazy.
And I was like, I want something cute. I want something fun. And I didn't even watch the Tudors, but it was really big at the time. And I kind of wish I had watched the Tudors because
so it was like the TV show? I wasn't sure.
No, it was just like they released like a Tudor inspired set, and for a review. Oh, cool, Locke. One of us. But yeah, so on the Sims 3 store they released like a Tudor inspired set. So I was doing a review of that anyway. So I built this house that had like Tudor inspired basically layout. There was a ballroom, there was a library, and I did it for the review, and then I just used it for the house in 100 Baby, and it was really fun. I enjoyed doing those reviews. They were long, but I really liked talking about like the historical context and stuck in the recycling bin. Oh no. Kept him alive with tomatoes until the kid aged up and then killed. See, that's the kind of shit that you could do in The Sims 3 that is harder to do in The Sims 4. I want shenanigans. I want nonsense. Michaela and I have been playing Blueprints, and we've reached the point now where we've experienced enough of the RNG that we're probably going to, like, use a mod to increase our luck and be able to have more control.
Like, we had a couple days in a row in game where we were really hampered by bad RNG. Like, we got so many dig spots in the house, but we could not get a shovel. And then it said, we checked in the computer and it said there was a shovel somewhere in the house. and we never saw it.
Yeah, like it
And
spawned after we had checked
it was
before.
really frustrating. And then we had
Yeah.
another day with similar issues, like directly after that. And we're like, okay, I think if like we can install a mod that if this happens again, we can just give ourselves a shovel.
Yeah. Like, it's not like we want to do it, like, to break the game, but,
not
like,
set all of our sliders to
yeah.
max. But
For now, we just want to experience the story because we've had fun with the RNG. Oh, yeah, Argus Brown from the Supernatural expansion, he was a fuckface. You streaming to your friends, too. Made it even better, yeah. Yeah, I mean, The Sims 3 was fun. My laptop does not have a lot of space on it because I'm currently doing a weekly game with one of my friends in Baldur's Gate 3. Once I have more room, like, I'd be down to, like, try The Sims 3 more. But, yeah, like, my laptop's not super powerful. Yeah, I've just been trying to, like, game more recently. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of, like, life sim type things, I played My Time at Sandrock, and holy shit, is that a robust and very fun game. Goddamn. Like, it's not perfect. It has some issues, but, like, it's so deep. There's so much you can do. Yeah, it's nice to do things with friends so it doesn't feel weird. It looks like crazy, like, shadows.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah, it's the dirt.
also dirt. Yeah.
I could just get a Pyre, but Bro gave you a gaming desktop PC that he doesn't use. You need to get it running. Yeah, like, having the option. Oh, I also played Tiny Bookshop. Michaela has it. She hasn't played it yet.
Yeah, I've been busy trying to get other stuff done,
But yeah, Tiny Bookshop also
it's very cute.
super, super fun.
And then there's the Animal Crossing update coming
Yeah.
in January. I'm very excited for.
That's gonna be cool. But yeah, if anybody's, like, been wondering, because, like, I know that My Time at Evershine is coming, and if you've been wondering about, like, any of the My Time games, Portia has a really great story. I haven't played it, obviously, like, concurrently with the story in Sandrock, which is wild because, like, it's an even, like, squattier type of chibi than Sandrock. And then Evershine is also in the same universe, and they are not squatty chibis. And it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, the Animal Crossing update is in January. And I'm, like, way behind on playing, but I only ever play when I'm, like, in the mood for it. But yeah, like, Evershine's gonna come out, and Sandrock's just very good. And it has more quality of life, so I'm hoping that they, like, take it even further and do even better quality of life in like, My Time at Evershine. Whee! Oh, good. Haha. Parkour. Oh, you just saw the headline? You haven't played it in ages? Yeah. I have Happy Home Paradise and haven't played it. Michaela says it's good.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then the free expansion is going to have more decorating stuff, like you decorate rooms in a hotel that's going to be off the pier.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some new villagers.
Hi, Pepper. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. She's, like, sitting here looking at me.
She was just rattling around the food bowl, so I think she's trying to beg for snacks.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Save point sleeping. But also, Star Sand Island is going to be coming out, and that looks like really fun. Oh, yeah, go have a shower. But yeah, Star Sand Island looks like it's going to be really fun. It has more of, like, a Chinese countryside aesthetic, which is cool. And, like, there's a lot of, like, really cool Moonlit Peaks is coming, and that's the one that's, like, where you're a little vampire and you do everything at night. There's good stuff coming. But I know it sucks. I know, like, I've seen a lot of people on, like, most of the discussions I've seen are on, like, Reddit. I have seen a lot of people be like, you know, oh, but this is, like, my comfort series and stuff. And I do understand. I do get that, you know, that can have a big effect on your attachment to something. But also, like, my favorite comfort series of all time ended up being, you know, ruined for me, not, you know, not by people asking me not to play it, but by the bigot herself, who was, you know, is using the money that she gets to do harmful things to people. So, like, you know, definitely one of those things where, you know, your mileage may vary, and people gotta shop their conscience, and it sucks. And sometimes it's just like, oh, I guess I'm giving up this thing I really enjoyed and found comfort in and loved because some asshole somewhere is gonna do horrible things with the money they get from it. Boo hiss. But anyway, Sandrock is great.
Some of them look more realistic proportions, and some of them are just like super cartoony.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so fun because, like, there is some farming, but for the most part, the focus is on, like, building, crafting, exploring, and the combat feels really good. It actually feels a lot like playing Genshin. Obviously, you're not, like, switching between multiple characters, but, like, just the basic kind of combat loop, and you can pick from different types of weapons. Highly recommend. That's something I suppose I could stream, but I'm, like, really far in my one game. So it'd be like, I'd have to either, like, be like, join me while I look at my current game that I'm not even done with the story yet, but I've got 2 kids and a spouse and my business, and he's got his business, and there's still, like, another marriageable candidate that hasn't shown up yet in the story because, like, I've still got a long way to go. And, like, Sandrock actually has an ending. Like, the story does end, which is interesting for a life sim because usually it's just like you go on forever. I know there are, like, people who play Stardew who are on, like, year, like, 1 million of a save or something. Even though I get bored, I hit year 2, and, like, sometimes I can play through the end of year 2, but mostly I'm just like, I'm halfway through year 2 and I'm bored. I want to start again. Yum. Zootalols, I have missed one. Hi, Pepper. She's compressing.
She's getting ready to scream.
She's ready to say, I don't like it.
Stop chewing on your nipples.
We've had to put Pepper on prednisone or prednisolone to help with her anxiety.
It's not for her
anxiety. It's for her itchies.
itchies.
Yeah.
She gets allergies, and she gets itchy, and then she chews her belly, like, to the point of having scabs and
Yep.
stuff.
If you've heard of piggy dipping, this is nippy ripping. Both of our cats are gremlins. Yum. Okay, so it doesn't go to sleep if I leave the video playing, but if I pause the video, it goes to sleep.
On her phone.
Yeah, on my phone. So I guess that's good to know. Oh, you used to be a vet tech? Yeah. She's been doing pretty well on it.
Yeah, she's actually doing decently. I've been sort of stepping her down on, like, how often she gets it, because, like, they start you with, like, twice a day, and then you go down to once a day, and then every other day. And we had been down to like every 4 days. Um, and but then she started getting some scabs on her tummy, so I think she maybe got bit by something or just had a flare. So we're back up to every other day.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely we'll keep
Yeah.
an eye on it.
Yeah, she gets the same. She gets the prednisolone, and yeah,
It's
she
hard.
yep. She just tends to be itchy, and then if she gets any sort of insect bite, like she has a flea collar. She doesn't go outside, but like sometimes like something will like get tracked into the house or something, and it will like she'll get one flea bite, and then it dies or whatever from the flea collar, and but that one bite is enough to make her like so itchy for months.
Yeah. She gets bad sores. Save Point is currently on amitriptyline,
Mhm.
and he's got the kind that you just apply to his ear.
Mhm.
And God, I love that tech
Yeah.
because he did not enjoy
Yeah,
having to have pills, and
he like Pepper doesn't love taking pills, but Save Point was like murderous about it.
yeah. And we're supposed to keep his stress levels down because he
Mhm.
recently had or not a bowel obstruction, a urinary, he's got feline urinary,
Yeah.
the flute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like the flea bite or insect bite allergy for sure.
Yeah, she's always been sensitive. When she'd get her vaccine, she has to have
Yeah, she gets Benadryl along with
Benadryl.
her vaccines because she's gets yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he had a bladder obstruction a couple months ago. Had to go to the ER, stay in the hospital for a few days, but he's doing really well.
Yep. And yeah, the ear medication is
Mhm.
really kind of a game changer because now,
Yeah, it works great.
at first when I go to put it on, he's like, "Wait, what are you doing?" But for the most part, he's just like, "Oh, okay, no big deal." I'm like, I can't handle this again. The stress.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to keep him nice and calm.
Mhm.
He's a goofy boy.
Yep. But he's generally pretty good about drinking water. It wasn't a situation where he didn't drink enough water, because that's often the case, but it was just like they didn't see any crystals or anything. So it was just like stress, anxiety induced.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we've got mixed in extra water with his wet food and
Yeah.
all that.
Hi,
So
Pepper. He really likes the extra water. We call it soupy goopies.
yeah.
Aw. Yeah, you were working with horses. Michaela was such
Yeah.
a horse girl.
I
It,
was. I did like Western riding and trail racing and stuff. But yeah, horses are like they're like looking for any excuse to just die on you.
yeah.
They are stressful creatures for sure. I never had a horse, but I there was a local ranch who would when I lived in Arizona when I was in middle school and high school. Um, I would go up there and they would uh, let us ride horses in exchange for like mucking
Yep.
stalls and milking the goats and
Oh,
stuff.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, so I did like horse stuff in 4-H for several years, but I had really bad allergies, and uh, it got to the point where I was like not I was never going to be able to do it competitively because of I started in like middle school, and I was competing against people who had their own horses and had been riding since before they could walk, and I was like started in like middle school, and I would go maybe once or twice a week for
Yeah.
several hours. So yeah, I was just, and then my allergies were so bad, I would just be like sneezing and eyes watering, nose running the whole time.
Horsehair can fuck you up.
Yeah, then so it had been just like hay fever type allergies, but then I started developing like the sort of breakout rash on my forearms when I'd be like in contact with the horsehair.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I only ever did Western stuff, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, horses always seem like such funny creatures.
Yeah, they're very dramatic.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
We don't have dramatic pets here.
Nope. Only even-keeled, like well-tempered, sweet little kitties.
Very normal cats here. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they smell.
They have that nice, like, sunshiny smell.
Yeah. And yeah, my cat is so normal. He's never come by and given my boob just like a test chomp to see if it suddenly makes milk.
He's never, yeah, when he was little, he definitely didn't try to nurse on April regularly.
Yeah, I'd be like sleeping and like he'd want, yeah, because I get sweaty, so like I usually sleep without clothes. I also don't like the feeling of being like constricted. So like I'd be asleep and he'd be sleeping under the blankets and then suddenly I'd just feel chomp and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. We think he was taken away from his mama too young.
Yeah.
Oh, Pepper's giving you big blanks.
Oh, thank you, Pepper. Those are the loveliest blanks. Yum. This door's a little different. Why couldn't all four sides be exactly the same? But then I'd get bored. Aww. Oh, yeah. The mucking would be really difficult.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with the hay and stuff in the air. Yeah, I learned to ride on a really old horse named Mama, and she had the swayest of swaybacks.
I just love a sweet critter.
Yeah, she was old, but she was very spunky.
Like me.
You're not old.
I don't know, in terms of YouTubers. Yum. I am getting hungry, so I might need to stop soon. Sounds like someone's racing on the highway.
Yeah, she was a sweet girl.
Aw.
And so I first started riding at this ranch. They did summer camps every year, like horse camp. And so when you were first learning to ride, they always had you learn bareback, like on a bareback pad. And it was, yeah, her back was so swayed that it was like not hard to stay on. It's just like the big old dip kind of holds you in place.
Yup. Built-in saddle.
But she wasn't like lazy at all. Like some horses are like, I don't want to trot, I just want to like meander. But she was always wanting to go faster.
Let me run. Oh, hello, Pepper.
Hi. What's up? Oh, you need tummy rubs? Okay.
She needs her tum-tum rubbed.
She keeps looking at you like she wants you to get in on the tummy rubs.
I'm busy, Pepper.
I don't know what her deal is right now. Oh. Now Save Point is like did a big old stretch his back legs out, hugged his face, and whined.
He had to chirp so that we knew that we were waking him up.
Trying to sleep here.
I'm just a basically. He's like 8 pounds, maybe 8.5 pounds. All right, yeah. Enjoy your book.
Nice.
Get some rest. I think I'm probably going to be finishing up here soon. Let me get this section of wall so we don't leave it. We'll do up to this beam. Yum. But yeah, once I start getting hungry, I gotta eat. You're not supposed to let your blood sugar do,
Too much. Do you want me to get you an applesauce?
No, it's okay. We'll finish up and then I will eat something. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I couldn't remember some of it. I'm glad that Legendary Mudkip remembered some of it. And also thank you too, Locke. And thanks to everyone who came by and anybody who checks out the VOD. Feel free to like leave your comments and remember like what I said in the earlier part of the video, like I don't actually know what's going to happen with EA. These are all just possibilities based on how this type of buyout usually works. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, like I'm saying that partially to cover my ass, like I won't lie, because like I don't want to get in trouble, but like also it is a thing that I was uncomfortable not seeing enough acknowledgement of the possibility that EA wasn't going to make it through this. Not that I think that's necessarily the case, but like a lot of people are going to be devastated if they're completely blindsided by that possibility. So yeah, just if you look up like the history of leveraged buyouts,
Just be aware.
Yup. Oh, you just clicked out in the first video you saw. Oh, it didn't chirp though. Hang on. I said I would finish this section. Come here. Oh, the link? Oh, I'm not sure if it's showing up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it on our end. Alright, this one. There we go. That chimed. Okay, now I think we're good. Yeah, if it lets you... Oh, it's how to make pickle Pepsi at home. Oh, that's so funny. I saw that one. I didn't watch it, but I can't remember if I follow the person or if I saw a post about it. But yeah, how to make. Oh no, yeah, I saw a post about it. It's like this old guy with like a mason jar or something. And he's like making pickle Pepsi.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can afford. Before we go, I will buy my soap dispenser because I can afford it now, and it is not for that one. It's for this one. Yay! Woohoo! Now we can use soap.
Yeah. It's
Pickle
so funny,
Pepsi.
random videos.
Yeah, YouTube is a treasure. It's a repository of
Crazy stuff.
arcane and obscure human knowledge and also a lot of goofy fun stuff.
Like there's that person who makes wind instruments out of like giant carrots and stuff.
Yeah.
That's also fun.
Super good. All right. So, yeah, hopefully I'll stream again soon. I'll try to keep y'all updated, but if not, I'll also try to post on my community thing just like some images from our vens and stuff so you can see what we've been up to.
And you can follow Purple Starlight Art on Instagram. I think, do you have it linked in your bio? Or...
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
But you have it cross-posted, so like her most recent post on Instagram should be from Purple Starlight Art. We did yeah. We're going to try and post more there.
So, yeah, you can check that out. Like, obviously no expectation you, like, come to any of our things or buy anything. Just if you want to see what we're up to.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm going to go get something to eat. I hope you all have a good night. And I'll see you later. Bye. I think I can stop. There we go. Bye.